Week 1 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball saw history made. 44 players from around the globe added the new United States Pro League to their resumes. World and Olympic champions have brought their experience to this one-of-a-kind league. Tonight, 4 new captains lead their squads into battle. Betania De La Cruz, Karsta Lowe, Leah Edmond, and points leader Jordan Larson continue to vie for the Athletes Unlimited individual title. The fierce competition of Week 1 brought you aces, kills, blocks, digs, pancakes, and chicken wings. We serve up another helping right here on CBS Sports Network. Team Lowe takes on Team Larson. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rates. You're looking at Fair Park Coliseum, which once hosted the world's fastest cars. Today it plays host to the world's best volleyball athletes. 2 Olympic medalists face off, Team Lowe and Team Larson. Welcome inside, everybody. I'm Kevin Barnett, joined by 2-time national team captain Salima Rockwell. Salima, Athletes Unlimited point scoring was designed to make every point matter.
Well, and that's exactly what you're going to see. These athletes cannot afford to take one play off, because early runs in a match can make a huge difference in the overall score.
Indeed, we will add it up. If you haven't been with us before, let us tell you a little bit about who we are. 45 world-class players have come to Dallas, Texas. We draft every Tuesday. We reshuffle and deal again. An individual championship to be awarded at the end of the month after 5 weeks of play. An innovative scoring system, and you, the fan, can participate. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Our Geico leaderboard features the same 4 athletes that were atop the leaderboard coming in after a weekend of play starting last night. 2 Olympic teammates now facing off with one another, Jordan Larson, Karsta Lowe.
Well, for me, this is the most anticipated matchup of the weekend. To watch these teammates go at it, battle against each other, and lead their teams to a victory tonight.
What would it be like to be down on the floor getting ready for this match? We're about to show you.
I wanted to rewatch the game. I just like to hear what they say.
Big girls do it the best. I'm 10.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
Beautiful skyline of downtown Dallas. We are set. Jordan Larson, Team Larson, and her starting lineup. Keep your eye on Willow Johnson at the opposite, who garnered MVP honors in the first time out. On the other side for Team Lowe, Karsta Lowe leading a team for the first time, drafting a group that included Lauren Gibbemeyer from the week before. And keep your eye on Simone Abbott, looking to rebound from last night on that outside hitter position. Her offensive numbers, not her normal output. Let's bring it in before we get started.
This is Roger Bennett from Men in Blazers, wishing all the athletes, teams and fans of Athletes Unlimited Godspeed. Athletes Unlimited, the best league in the world. Courage.
Indeed, courage required. Kevin Barnett and Salima Rockwell looking forward to this match. Olympic bronze medalists together in Rio. Karsta Lowe and Jordan Larson. Back to serve will be the setter for Team Larson, who will be wearing gold. Samantha Seliger Swenson, the one-time star at Minnesota and Minnetonka native. Right away trying to get to Abbott. Outside, inside, and getting to Abbott with a straight right is Jordan Larson.
Oh, man. It's a big swing by Jordan Larson and that hard, sharp cross court. You see Simone Abbott pull off the net. She doesn't get her hands up fast enough and kind of just gets her in the chops.
That's like Muhammad Ali.
It is.
Against George Foreman, going with the right-hand lead right there. 8 points for a kill. We will detail that for you as we go along if you haven't been with us before. Again to Abbott. Yeah, I'm trying to get Abbott started early.
I like it. I mean, That's what you need to do, is someone that wasn't really clicking on all cylinders last night, get them going, get them confident super early on in the match. Nice job already by Team Low.
Yeah, Taylor Bruns doing the setting duties, number 17 in orange. As Katie Crocker serves that one, and it finds the floor behind the right arm of Liana Sebelden. Mention the individual points, give you a quick view of it. Pluses and minuses abound. Hit the ball out, lose points. Hit the ball in, gain points. Serve in, serve out, same thing. You get points for blocking, points for playing D, and points for assists. Leaving it for Larson out of the back row, dug up. Call by Larson. This will go to the opposite, Willow Johnson. Sebelden with that cover. There's Carstolo with her first swing. It's over the top and in.
And all of that happened because Dolly Rosado, 3 big digs in a row, getting this ball to Low, doing what she does best, and that ball clean down the line.
One-time UCLA All-American, leads the league with 66 kills. Coming off a terrific performance in her previous match. Sebelden tips it, underneath it goes Bruns. Johnson, the soft stuff. We saw her use that cut quite a bit.
You know, she likes that cut. She'll bring it. She'll bring the heat hard down the line and hard cross court, but every once in a while she'll change it up. She's got that change up.
She does. Just like her dad. Her dad could throw the heat, Randy Johnson, but he had a change up.
There you go. I think she learned well.
So Team Larson with a 3-2 advantage early on. We're expecting close sets all night. Carstolo this time, wrist away.
Well, Carstolo had a huge match last night, coming away with 23 kills on the evening. Big match for her. And this is why, because she can hit that deep third of the court and really find her way to score.
The kills are impressive by themselves, but hitting 410 on the pin is Carstolo. That one shanked. Larson will swing anyway. And Jordan Larson has proven to be quite aggressive.
She's very aggressive, and I think that's the difference. When you play at the highest level, international level, Olympic level, you're going to go for it. You have confidence in your approach and how you even approach the game. You're going to see her take some big cuts on some balls that are off the net.
Another big cut. That one is blocked. Count the points for Gibbemeyer, I think. They're going to have to divide it up. Gibbemeyer and Fairs were there. They will have to give it to one player.
I think it was Gibby. I got it for her, right hand. Getting there all the way over, the Minnesota grad, making that close in the block.
Nice dig by Carstolo in the right back. Stalls her. Blocked. That's 2 in a row.
Gibbermeyer's fired up. She's moving so well laterally. That's what she does. She can get from antenna to antenna in the middle of a rally faster than anyone and close quickly.
Team Low is coming off of a 67-73 defeat at the hands of Team Dela Cruz. There's another one. 3 in a row for Gibbemeyer. She's piling up points. Plus 36.
Just racking them up right now. And look at her get in front of the hitter here. Take a nice little shuffle. Hands just shooting them over the net. She's got the pulse on that team right now.
That one's in the net. Team Larson on the other side played last evening as well. They had a 70-69 victory over Team Edmond, which featured a 10-3 run to close the first set. 10-3 in favor of Team Larson, but they lost the set. This is the uniqueness of Athletes Unlimited. They would come back for the overall victory. Every point matters, no matter what set it comes in. Looking down the line is Fairs, and it's wide left.
Point Team Larson.
Here is how the team points work. 180 available total, 40 for each set, 60 for the overall match done on aggregate. The addition, you heard those scores there, 70-69, 67-73. That determines who wins those 60 points. Fairs, tight. Punches it through. That was a nice defensive play by Seliger Swenson. Call it triple S. Whoa, chips it off the outstretched hands of the gold block.
So you can do so much work throughout the course of a rally, and then you get the ball to Carstello, and it ends. I mean, she's been so efficient. Like you said, you're hitting 410 on one of the pin positions is a super high hitting percentage.
Overpass kill. Taylor Bruns will pick up a kill. That's a rarity for a setter. Any overpass counts as a kill.
And if that ball comes right in your zone and she uses that left hand, she is a lefty, gets up and crushes it, but it starts from the serve.
Right back to Stalls or Fairs is there, but it's on top of the net and cleaned up by Morgan. Another gopher.
Tough play here. This is the ball that Erin Fairs can pick up nice and easy, and she just takes a little too much on that ball, overpasses it. Nice play by Taylor Morgan to finish it.
There's Erin Fairs with a full head of steam. Fairs, we didn't see too much of her in week 1.
And it's nice to see her. She got drafted pretty early by her team. They wanted another powerful, explosive, point-scoring outside. And I think we're going to see a little bit more of that tonight from Erin Fairs.
That was primary for Team Low. Took both of those outside hitters quite early. Abbott went in the first round. Fairs shortly after. Here's Fairs again. Down the line, and that one is good. Starting to see the power.
Man, that is a big, big rip down the line. It's hard enough to swing hard in your going straight ahead cross court, but she cuts that ball. You see that arm just cut across her body with a ton of heat down the line.
Team Low, the early aggressor at 11-6. Timeout called by Team Larson. We saw Team Larson have a rough set one before and rally. You can expect that from the veterans. So much more to come from Dallas. Team Low leads Team Larson 11-6. Let's take a look at our guaranteed rate draft recap with Jordan Larson.
My strategy in coming into the draft was I kind of ranked players and kind of wanted to base my decisions off of what was coming before me. So there was 3 picks before me, so I just tried to use that understanding and that wealth of knowledge before making my decisions.
The guaranteed rate draft recap. First opportunity for Jordan Larson to be a captain here. Expected to fill that role. A decorated national and international career. Winner for the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. Collegiately with a national title. Would go on to win a gold medal. First ever for the USA women's national team. First ever major competition gold. The 2014 World Championships. And never mind, she has 2 Olympic medals. A silver and a bronze. She will be on the 2021 team, which was the 2020 team. So you can look forward to that this summer at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Girl Scouts is her home turf. Join the team today at girlscouts.org/join. We are back off that early timeout. Kevin Barnett, Selima Rockwell. Jordan Larson, Carstello facing off. What has worked for Team Low thus far, Selima?
A lot of serving pressure and the blocking has really stepped up. I think they're getting Team Larson out of system pretty consistently, and that's giving them some trouble. This is what we saw a little bit in the previous match with Team Larson. They started out a little bit slow, and I am never counting out Jordan Larson and her team.
Hey, great point about the blocking. Got by at that time to Jordan Larson, but 3 out of the top 4 blockers coming out of our first week were on Team Low. But last match, we didn't really see a bunch of blocks from this crew. This time we saw 3 in a row in the early part of set 1. Fairs. Thrown back. Leona Sebeldon, formerly of Washington, the University of Washington, the Dogs.
And Sebeldon's such a good blocker because she gets up and she can hang. You see this roll shot coming, she waits and throws that ball back down.
Leona Sebeldon, retired, real job. Came out of retirement, looked like she hadn't missed a beat. She said she'll be back year after year as that one finds Terraflex.
Point Team Low.
Terraflex is the surface we're playing on.
It
Those
is.
that don't know.
It's an excellent surface. There's a couple of different surfaces that you can play on. This Terraflex is very forgiving. It's forgiving on the body and on the knees.
It is not laid on concrete. There are a couple of subfloors underneath it, just for those that are wondering, spent time at juniors tournaments and even national team matches. Oh, no second contact to be had there. A little confusion.
Yeah, that's tough. That ball was kind of tailing towards the left side of the court. And you see Bruns couldn't quite get to it. And she's calling for help. Rosado looks at Abbott, and a little miscommunication there.
Remember, these teams drafted on Tuesday night. You can join us 5 p.m. on Facebook Live to watch us reshuffle. The top 4-point leaders will pick teams. We'll go through a draft process. You can watch it happen. You can see the different strategies, the different players, and how they develop, go up and down the draft board. Opposites were a commodity, given that Carstolo is an opposite herself, was a captain. The very first pick by Betania De La Cruz, Team De La Cruz took Ebony Wanabo.
I mean, it's a big commodity. Having a right side attacker that can score is huge at this game and at this level. So you see with Willow Johnson, you're going to see Sheridan Atkinson, Ebony Wanabo, of course Carstolo. You're going to see that on every team, a top big point scoring opposite.
Willow Johnson was a first-round pick of Team Larson, as this one is punched through by Gibbemeyer, who is now putting up offensive points. She might be the early points leader out of the middle.
I think she is. I mean, she's amped up. You can see she's ready and super hyper-focused here, ready to play.
Stalzer cross court. Lindsay Stalzer starring in the Philippines for nearly a decade.
And this is a nice swing inside the block. Again, you see Abbott kind of coming under and Rosado not in the right position, right behind her, able to see that ball, that line of sight.
Out of Kewanee, Illinois originally, spent the last year or so in Colorado. That went down the line. I think I touched the antenna.
It may have. That's certainly what Team Larson is asking for.
Simone Abbott says no, but Carstolo says yes. We're not using a challenge in this one. Former Northwestern star, Simone Abbott. Carstolo one-on-one, advantage low.
I tell you, I'm not surprised, but I'm really pleased with right now with how Team Low is passing. Both outside hitters handling the ball really well. They're not going to serve Dolly Rosado a lot because she can handle the ball well. So service pressure on those outsides is significant right now, and they're handling it.
Deliana Rosado, libero at Minnesota back in 2017 was her senior season. A lot of Gophers in this league. We've even lost a couple to injury as we led into play. We still have a bunch of Gophers. Big Ten is well represented. Here's a Pac-12 player. Played at Oregon. And Stalzer puts it away. Stalzer played her collegiate ball at Bradley.
And what makes her so effective is how quick she is. She gets off the floor fast and her arm is fast. So if you don't have your block pressed over the net when she's on contacting the ball, you're going to get tooled.
Willow Johnson, the Oregon Duck. Dropped that one short, nearly found the ground. That's long from Low. And as we thought it might be, Team Larson right back. Took that timeout at 11-6. We're tied at 15. Willow Johnson put up 292 points against Team Edmond. Voted MVP by players on the court and you, the fans. Right back to Low, this time off Stalzer and out of bounds.
And as a setter, you like seeing setters repeat to hitters. You know when they're still feeling confident and they're feeling like they can score, or maybe they even ask for the ball. Nice play by Team Low.
Misconnection there. Gibbemeyer with the D. How about that defense at the net? Stalzer gets a hold of Low.
But she just gets up. You see how quick she gets off the floor and how explosive she is taking that cross-court ball. Big swing block, perfect position. Dynamic move by Lindsay Stelzer.
Fair's big step in D from Stalzer. And the put away from Johnson. I love the left-handed opposite matchup.
It's fun, it's different, it's cool to watch because they can move the ball around just differently in different areas on the court. You see a little bit of funk on that arm, little movement with that hand, makes it hard to defend.
Fairs straight down.
Super spy by number 11, Aaron Bears. Now serving for Team Low.
I tell you, it's the service pressure, and you look at Abbott lay out with a pretty good pass, and Fairs just gets on this hard.
Nice reach back that time from Corey Crocker. Jordan Larson through the block. That is still alive. Now it is dead.
Point Team Larson.
Look at Taylor Bruns spending time these days, not in Normal, Illinois, where she's from, but over in Sweden with her fiance Anton, who's an electrical engineer. The unusual thing about Taylor Bruns is that she is a volleyball fan through and through. Watches Champions League, watches the stats. She's all in number 17 in orange.
Number 11, Aaron Bears.
With the fluidity of Jordan Larson. Too tight. Not too tight for Willow Johnson, who collects another K.
Willow Johnson, another one of those players that really has shown how effective she is and how useful she can be, of course, on the court for point scoring, and not just for herself, it's for the team. She gets on it quick, high hands, nice ability to score by Willow Johnson.
Fast overhead. That is hallmark Karsta Lowe.
Man, it's so quick. It's a little bit tight to the net. That's just the way she likes it. She can hit that ball clean down the line. Little too much for Kristen Tupac to handle in the left back.
Throw down from Leona Sibelden. Recently promoted at work, and in fact working full-time while she's here, managing her duties in addition to play.
Yeah, she was pretty fired up when she got that promotion. Well deserved. She was working hard. She's doing a lot right now, and being here playing professional volleyball and working full-time is no small task.
So many of these women playing in big-time national programs across the Pac-12, Big Ten, and others. Used to the demands of that sport along with the demands of school. Makes the lift easier to work full-time and play full-time. Overhead, Johnson. Again! That one was a little filthy.
It was. It kind of had some English on it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Moved a little bit. It got Fairs just a little bit.
21-19. Team Larson has rebounded again a little bit earlier in this first set. They lead. Timeout, Team Low. The world-level volleyball athletes you're watching here in Dallas are playing volleyball, but also supporting causes. The causes they are supporting are nonprofit organizations of their choice. At the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end-of-season bonus to their nonprofit partner. Let's give you a little more from Kristen Tupac on why she chose the cause she did.
I chose the Trevor Project because my two best friends growing up from elementary school one in high school and one in college, both came out to me and as lesbians, and it was just a really special thing for us, and for me specifically. My godfather is gay, and it just really, to me, belonging and having a sense of like, I can be who I want to be. Like authenticity, belonging, connection are like my 3 biggest values. And the Trevor Project is an LGBTQ+ organization that supports that suicide prevention. So if you have, someone that you can call, that you can rely on, and knowing that someone's there for you, that's really important to me. And my friends and I picked it out together, so it's kind of just a little extra special.
The Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ people. As you look at the causes for Team Larson, a variety of terrific causes here. 1% for the Planet for Stalzer. Phoenix Police Foundation for Willow Johnson, whose brother is on the force there in Phoenix. And a variety of other terrific cause organizations who will receive money at the end of the year. Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico, for their support of Athletes Unlimited. Let's take a look at our Geico leaderboard. These are the individual points, team points, and MVP points all added up into the score, and we will update it live for you as the athletes compete. Here you see Larson and Lowe in action now. We will say Betania De La Cruz and Leah Edmond in the next match. Keep building those points. Keep stacking that paper.
That's it. That's what they're here for.
There's Kristen Tupac. She's playing libero on Team Larson. Team clad in gold, and there she is, going all the way to the barrier to save it. Overpass, not put away, Fairs. To Lowe, good night now.
I told you, there's so much effort involved, and you watch Kristen Tupac make that huge play over by the scorer's table. Makes the save. You get that ball to Lowe when it counts, over the top, deep into the court. No defending that ball.
Karsta Lowe is off to a ferocious 7 of 9. That one again, a little funky. Do you give it back to her? No. Stalzer. Stalzer matched up with Bruns in front of her.
Well, it looks like Team Lowe is still working out some of the kinks with who's getting what ball, trying to get themselves reset. Team Larson getting fired up.
Sebelden with her team up 2. Love the overhand pass. Big run up for Abbott. And nobody home for the second contact.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times on either side. And again, these teams have had just a few days to work with one another, getting to know each other, who's going to take what ball, playing next to one another. That's one of the big challenges, which they're embracing and loving for sure. But it takes some time. You know, volleyball's a team sport. You got to know who's going to take what ball.
Big point here for Team Lowe, trying to draw even. Off the block, out of bounds. Willow Johnson, her 5th kill. 5 for 8. So the opposites early on are the offensive force for both sides.
You can see Fairs get almost all the way out there. You need to get all the way to the pin. Just seal it. I think, you seal that area of the court and see if you can get all the way to the pin and force her to hit something cross court and maybe put yourself in position to dig that ball.
Right to the captain, Doug, by her normal teammate. They've seen that in practice a million times. Fairs, tight to the net, puts it away.
Big dig by Lowe to get this rally going. I like that the opposites also play excellent defense. They're in good position. They keep the ball alive. Fairs able to blast through that block because Taylor Morgan is not quite all the way over the net. You see the big dig.
A service after that. We are even at 23. Think about how big that previous point was with Fairs. Would have been 24-21.
Huge. It's a huge difference. And we've seen this already where every single point matters when it comes to the end of the entire match. Those little points, they seem little at the time, are huge in the end.
Set victory will net you 40 team points for each of the individuals. That can't be taken away. You win the first set, you get those points. You win the overall, you're going to get 60 points. There are 180 team points available in every match. Johnson again off the block. What an efficient start for Willow Johnson. 6 of 10. Has only been stopped once.
Well, and what she's doing is she keeps hitting this ball kind of just inside the block, sharp inside, and that right hand of Corey Crocker, she could drop that just a little bit more. It doesn't look like she's going to hit it, and I think that's part of the problem. Just drop it and trust that you're going to get it.
Set point. Overpass. Boy, who can get a hold of it? The answer is Corey Crocker off the block. Team Low saves set point number 1.
Well, this set is all that we expected it to be, as close and as tight as we all would have hoped.
Larson in the front row, along with Taylor Morgan and Samantha Silliger-Swenson. Popped up high, played way off the net. Better opportunity here. Larson, terminal.
And you have to notice that everything that Jordan Larson does, she covers so well. Even covers herself, covers her other hitters, and then gets back for a full approach.
25-24 second set point opportunity. Looking for that plus 40 for everybody. Done with the block. 26-24 in set 1. Early on, it was the block of Team Low. Got him out to a quick start. Team Larson burned the first time out, roared back, and they stuff it for a set 1 victory, plus 40 points for everyone on the floor. Set 2 is on the way next. Our overall equals our set score, 26-24. From Fair Park, stay with us. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. Inside Fair Park Coliseum, Team Low loses the first set by 2. Karsta Low, team captain. Coming in, you know Jordan Larson well, you're getting to know these other athletes. What was the plan in the first set, and what went right or didn't go right?
I think we made a lot of good touches. I think we just need to capitalize on those touches. So, you know, the block's there, okay, we put it up. Maybe the setter passes it, let's get a good out of system. I think we were just kind of blowing those small ones that if we can, you know, trans those and capitalize and make a point, that would help a lot. But otherwise, serving and passing is looking good.
Serving a big part of the game. Who's the target? Who do you want to hit?
You know, I think we're going after Kristen Hahn, Tupac. I think, you know, we've got good passers in Stalzer and Larson. Definitely keeping it away from Jordan.
This has been Navigating the Wind, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future. Navigating the start of a professional league with a unique scoring system was a challenge. Joe Trinzi is one of the architects of this system. Let's hear Joe on the genesis of it, how it works, how it should look. Here's Joe.
What every player sees is the win points is the strongest component. And so first of all, just right there, if you look at players who even didn't play very much, you know, Purple went 3-0 in the first night. Even the players that didn't play very much on Purple are all in the top half. And that's how it's sort of always going to be. And then the second thing is, it's actually pretty hard to have an outstanding individual night and lose. It can happen occasionally, but most of the time, when you look at a volleyball game, you look at, okay, here's our top 1 or 2 offensive players that we have to get going in order to win. So those two things really operate in synergy, and actually I think the players that focus on just winning are players that are going to be successful individually.
You look at the points here, win points, MVP points, individual points, all adding in. Salima Rockwell, how's this system working?
Well, it's working perfectly, it seems. The top 4 point scorers, but based on wins and combined with their individual points and their MVP points, have risen to the top. That's what we saw coming into this weekend. So this point system is designed to do, and it's playing out exactly as it was designed.
I hope you caught it with Joe Trinzi. He said there were players at or near the top 10 who had not played It was the team wins that mattered. Team Sibelden went 3-0. That was huge. They won a lot of sets. They won the overalls. Your team's success is the primary driver of your own personal success on the scoreboard. That one can't be handled. You got to avoid the cheese grater on the side. Do not go into those LED boards.
No, those are painful.
Yeah, you come back looking like a block of cheddar.
Now serving for Team Larson, number 3, Samantha Seliger-Swenson.
You like sharp or mild?
Sharp.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's quick. Sharp.
Yeah, that was, you thought about that. That was in the hopper. No question. Samantha Seliger-Swenson to serve. Abbott gets a big cut. Has to be frustrating to see that ball come back again. Crocker against 2.
Number 77, Corey Crocker.
Team Larson doing a nice job keeping the ball alive, bringing it back over. You got a free ball, and you can set that middle perfectly high over top of the block. Corey Crocker's going to score.
Jordan Larson, a silver medal in 2012, a bronze medal in 2016. What color will it be in Tokyo this summer? Corey Crocker with the defense this time in the back row. Back to Willow Johnson. No, all the way across. The push is good.
This is such a difficult play to defend. She fully extends, just kind of throws this ball in that kind of no man's zone in the middle of the court. You see Taylor Bruns starts taking off, and Fair's just a little too deep to make that play.
It's no Bermuda Triangle, but it might be that island that Tom Hanks was on.
Wilson.
Inside, single foot takeoff. Explain that for people that don't know.
Well, Lauren Gibbenmeyer loves this play. She likes to hit the ball off of 1 foot. Traditionally, that's a slide play that goes behind the setter, but she's so good at it. Explodes, gets off the floor nice. She likes to run it in front. You see that sometimes with middles, running that front slide off of 1 foot.
Jordan Larson puts that one high, give the defense a chance to set up. Another backslide, missed connection. Oh, a rare minus for the set.
And that's a tough play. I mean, this is why you send the ball nice and high over the net. You try to give them time. Rosado passes this ball, and then you're just kind of waiting. You know, Gibbenmeyer's trying to get her timing, and she's already taking off that ball. It's just a little too high for her.
That is a minus 12 for the score of Taylor Bruns for that missed connection. Ball a little too tight. Bruns joust, digs. There's a +5 for a dig. Another push, different results, wide left.
That looked like that ball was set just a little too far to the left for Jordan Larson. She looks like she was coming up the middle on the pipe. And you see she gets pushed just a little bit further to the left, and she has to reach for it, and she ends up missing out of bounds.
Another good pass from Larson, and another top shelf swing from Willow Johnson. You might notice the tattoos on Willow Johnson has meaning behind each one. The one on her collarbone, you can just see there. It's in Latvian, means happiness, and it's a reminder to be happy. Mom's side of the family is Latvian. She has one on her foot. It says, "Love to the moon and back." Something her mom said to her. Another 1 foot takeoff and another kill for Gibbenmeyer, as that has happened on defense to all of us. Saw Jordan Larson end up crawling over the top of this. It's just horrible timing.
It's the worst when the ball hits and you try to make a play and then you just roll over the top of the ball. Yeah, that's no fun.
Crocker puts away the overpass. Good to see Corey Crocker. She went on a streak.
She did.
Earlier last week, but now she's getting back into the flow here. 77, top blocker coming out of week 1.
Yeah, big blocking presence at the net, excuse me, but it's nice to see her here getting some offense going.
Crocker played at Michigan. Wearing the 77. She's one of those players that's just out of school. 2019 graduate out of Grand Ledge, Michigan. One of several Michiganders. Holly Tolliver on the other side comes to mind. A left-handed outside hitter. And that's a rare bird.
Yes.
Near ace there. Back to Johnson again. popped up, but that's not going to be a swing. Oh, give it back to her. No. That's always a good choice.
You're not going to give it to Johnson. Go ahead and give it to Larson. And Larson can get on this quick, and you see how she takes a little bit bigger swing because she's got that split in the block that she sees and she knows she can take advantage of.
+8 for that 6th kill of the match for Jordan Larson. Bested only by Willow Johnson, who's there with the defense. She has 7. Fairs, that was in the tape. No touch, says Team Larson.
Keep going.
Better to simply make it academic here, win the point. That's an overpass. That's a lift, so it won't matter. And you saw Jordan Larson, you want to complain for a second?
She was ready.
It doesn't really matter, we won the point. People talk about moving between phases of the game. That's one of those things. Should you complain? Shouldn't you? How much time do you focus on it? But when we talk about phases of the game, what are we talking about?
Well, we're looking at offense, of course, in the defensive phase of the game, and when do you use your challenges, what's going on in different parts of the game, and transitioning from offense to defense. I mean, that's what we're talking about. And to watch Jordan Larson, she does so well, is transition from one phase defensively to her offensive phase of the game.
That tip score is just the same. So you've seen the softest way to do it and the most impressive way to do it. Score is the same on the score sheet.
Sure does.
Got to keep the block guessing. Johnson from the back row. Lowe is in the front row. Here it is again. Right at the head of Tupac.
Man, it's just such a big swing. And Stalter's doing her best to get over there and to get down the line. You see that? Oh, that was a big, big swing by Carcillo. Sorry, that was Jordan Larson out there.
Not able to keep it alive is Team Lowe. Our first set ended 26-24, a little bit of extra time. Remember, you got to win by 2 in every one of these sets. Highest score I've heard of recently was 43-41. That was in a men's collegiate match about a week ago. BYU and Grand Canyon. Already Jordan Larson, 88 points tonight. She has been the points leader since we started. Her efficiency is really paying off. Lack of errors. Whew. Aaron Fairs.
Man.
Do not get in the way of that.
No, you can hear that from anywhere in the facility. Aaron Fairs gets on this ball so hard. You watch the block of Sibelden try to make a move. She has to hold in tight on that perfect pass, but Fairs takes advantage of that. Hole in the block.
Fairs now serving. No defense there. Deep corner for Sibelden. This is a one-of-a-kind league, first in the United States, professional women's volleyball league, and you're going to get to play with a variety of players if you're in the league, and you get the opportunity to be on the same team. These players have been doing that on a world scale for a long time. Think about Aaron Fairs. She ended up playing with Taylor August, former teammate of Willow Johnson, but they played together in Greece. Their season cut short by COVID.
It's amazing. I mean, you talk to these players and we're learning more and more of how many either played with one another, played against each other internationally, overseas, or played with one of their other teammates. And that's the beauty of the volleyball world. It's such a close family and everybody is connected in some way.
Nice coverage. That has been a feature of most of the teams in the league. I've been really impressed with the hitter coverage. Stalls are in a perfect spot, and it benefits Sibelden for the kill.
Now, you talked about Sibelden taking some time off before she came here to the Pro League, and it's really hard to tell. I mean, she stayed in shape. She can still jump like she did at Washington and beyond, doing a really nice job for Team Larson.
Oh, nice pass from Abbott to set that up.
Really nice pass. I mean, she really has been holding it down. Calm. She's not moving a lot. She's super balanced. Just watch her body position. Under control, creates the angle, nice and comfortable. Give a Meyer on that front slide.
Abbott throws it to the corner. So what seam wasn't working. Just throw it into the coffin corner.
Throw it into the corner. That's a hard ball to play. It's a hard one to dig. Middle back's usually shading, maybe a little bit staying neutral in the middle, maybe a little bit to the left for the hard cross-court ball. Hard to run down.
Johnson shooting inside. Ready for that was the off blocker. And then put away. There's a real point for Lowe.
Well, this is a ball, because Willow Johnson can move the ball around so sharp. Look at the sharp, big swing, excuse me, by Abbott to finish the play.
Now back-to-back kills now for Abbott. Rosado with the dig. High ball for Abbott. Blocked and out. She went for it, but I don't think got it.
I thought it hit her. Initially, but maybe she just whipped her head around really fast and it looked like it hit her on the way out.
Is this her Neo impression here?
Yeah, the Matrix. Oh, no, I got her twice. I thought it had hit her on the head and the arm. Maybe that's me.
I think that hit her left arm. And we will have a challenge here as to whether that touched the swinging Simone Abbott. She probably knows the answer already.
For sure, but it looked like she got herself in a weird contorted position, like threw her neck back a little bit, looked a little uncomfortable there.
It appeared that she thought the ball was going to be blocked back on her in the court, so she tried to play it up, and in that position when you're coming down, it's very difficult to generate upward momentum. I think had she let it go, it may have been out, it may not. It certainly went much wider off her left arm.
Right.
Yeah, and you hope she's okay, because that was a tough landing.
It was.
And when you're coming down out of orbit like Simone Abbott, you have to be careful. We've seen that. You've seen SpaceX.
No.
You hit the ground hard enough, you're going to explode.
Well, good thing she didn't explode.
That's true. That is true. All right, we have word from our officiating crew that this one will be reversed. 2 challenges per team, per set. You don't keep them. It's just you use one, you burn it. You don't lose a timeout. It's not the NFL. 2 challenges per team, per set. You have to decide when to use them or not.
And we've seen some really good use of challenges throughout this league so far. And it's, you know, it's one of those things where you have to ask the teammates, hey, let's be honest here. Make sure we're not wasting the challenge. Make the right call if it, you know, touches you, if you feel it. And of course, she didn't feel it, but it's important. You don't want to lose challenges.
Young Park and Michelle Prater handling our officiating duties here. Match number 1 of 2 on the evening. That ball, Abbott with the kill. I like the streak in Abbott a little bit. You're trying to get your #1 draft pick going.
Yeah, and that's important. Again, she didn't have their best night yesterday, so she needs to get going. She was drafted high for a reason, because she can score. She, of course, can handle the ball as well, but she's a terminal outside hitter.
Little shout out to Anthony Abbott, her brother, her best friend, wide receiver at Wisconsin. Hope he's tuning in. So many of these women from athletic families, siblings who compete all the time. That one inside the block for Fairs, not quite down. Fairs again. Did she find hands? No. It was really fun talking to all the athletes, Salim, but before we got here, we interviewed 3/4 of the league, and we talked to them while we're here. We get that opportunity to spend a little time with them, but to talk about parents who have played, siblings that play that sport or the other sport, and they compete in board games.
There's a lot. There's a lot of competitive families, and the advice they're giving or not giving, you know, as coaches of other sports.
Yeah.
It's really fun to listen to those stories.
Or space to operate on your own.
Yep.
Go handle your own business.
Absolutely.
The faith in their young athletes, the young women and young men that these parents are raising to go and handle their own business. And big life choices, what school to go to, where to play professionally, should you play professionally, should you continue?
It's a lot.
Johnson, blocked.
There she is. There's Corey Crocker.
You found her.
There she is. I was waiting for that huge block. That's one of my favorite things, watching Corey Crocker block the ball.
Hugh, Scott, and Tiffany going crazy.
She gets
jumping up and down in the living room. Her parents. I feel like Team Lowe just needs a couple extra swings. Need to find a way to get them going. They don't there. That second contact, I feel like they're not getting enough cuts with their offensive arms.
Yeah, there's a lot of digs that are kind of spraying a little bit. They're not perfect. You know, controlling the ball, digging the ball just high and anywhere allows you just a little bit better opportunity to set it. But if you're ricocheting it and it's going kind of flat, it's harder to play.
So it's not about perfect.
It's not about perfect.
Okay.
It's not at all about perfect when you're digging swings that are this hard.
Right there. Not about perfect, but it does generate a swing.
Absolutely.
There's another swing, and you see what happens if you get Erin Fairs with a ball in the air.
That's it. If the setter can get underneath the ball and get her body in position, she can set anywhere you want it to go. But Fairs going hard off the inside hand.
In the overall, it's 40-39. We're going to keep adding up the scores and playing sets of volleyball here at Fair Park.
Morning, guys. It is day 3 of competition. I actually am surprisingly feeling okay. My legs feel pretty fresh. I've been norm-attacking twice a day because A, I'm a crazy person, but B, just feels so good. But I'm curious to see how some of the other girls are feeling that have been playing the entire match. So let's go catch up with some of them and see how they're feeling.
Leah?
Yes.
How are you feeling this morning?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm ready to play. Feeling pretty fresh. I don't really have leg fatigue. I can feel like they're tired, but not get tired that I can't do anything.
She's feeling good, guys. She's ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Blue Tsunami coming at you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Tiff, how's your body feeling today?
Hello, Keys, vlogging, following. I feel great. I'm excited for the last day of competition here and then an off day, but it's been so fun getting out there and competing with Blue Crush.
Yes, it has.
Blue Crush, baby. Blue Crush, baby.
How you feeling, Ev?
You know, mentally I feel great right now. I really do. Physically, my body's a little bit tired. But you know, that's why we have trainers. Make me feel like a newborn baby.
Well, maybe if you weren't crushing every single ball like an absolute beast.
I just have a really good team behind me, and we have all the vibes.
You're such a sweetheart. I love you so much.
Keith Michael taking you behind the shield. And fans, if you want to get even closer to the game, join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player. You can unlock special access, additional content, and more. Make your Geico Unlimited pick when you join to unlock content from your favorite Athletes Unlimited player. If you're looking for even more, upgrade your membership, support the league, do a whole year of behind-the-scenes access. You can join in MVP voting. Learn more on the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right. Kevin Barnett, Salima Rockwell. Set 2 action, 40-39 in our overall score. First set won by 2 in overtime fashion, and an ace issued out of that timeout. Team Lowe starting to pour it on here late in the second.
Well, and remember, they lost by 2 points, so it's super important how many points they can kind of stretch in this set and in the next one as well for those overall points.
Larson throws it in, recycles it. No recycling with Karsta Lowe. Single use.
That's it. One time only.
That's right. Hit that volleyball, we get a new one.
That's all you get.
No, we don't have that many.
Throw it out. It's no good anymore. Big swing cross court.
That was seam.
It was the double seam.
Seam between the blockers and seam between the defenders. There's another seam. Right back at you, teammate.
Well, and these are those perfect passes that are creating these seams. We talk about a seam, that's just that space between the two blockers that the hitter can see, or between two defenders or passers. That's when we're talking about the seam.
Jordan and Karsta got a bronze medal together in Rio. They're looking for more in Tokyo. That one shoved inside of Triple S. Samantha Silliger Swenson, the setter. Erin Fairs, if you were with us before, she gave you the agenda of TV shows to watch. She watches 2 shows at once, keeps track of exactly where she is in the season. Cross court wide. Jordan normally gets that one. 2014 now, the lead extending. Out of that technical timeout, it is a 4-1 run. 44-40 in the overall for Team Low. Way off the net. Rosado. Stalzer rises up, puts it away.
Number 29, Lindsay Stalzer with the kill point.
Well, we always talk about the jumping ability and the speed of Stalzer. She was a high school high jump champion, I believe, state champion. She gets up, and she still gets up after all these years.
And a middle blocker in college. Transitioned to outside hitter. Played her last year an outside hitter. Played overseas an outside hitter. She said it took hours and hours of passing. Block for Willow Johnson. She's been piling up offensively. Let's add in some defensive points for her. That'll be her first stuff of the match.
Well, she's just so long, and she's not just high above the net. She presses over the net. That's what makes it such a good block.
Low, high, off the defense.
Number 25, Karsta Low with the kill.
You can see what made her rise precipitous in the world of international volleyball.
That's a big time swing. That's a high, deep swing.
Oh, look at the other lefty, Willow Johnson. She is climbing the leaderboard. Look at that swift movement right there.
Currently staying on the outside here and serve receive.
Stop for the moment. Larson at the other pin. Good.
That's such a difficult ball, I think, to hit. You watch Kristen Tupac lay this out for her. She sees it, tracks it, and can still hit the ball down the line. Doesn't have to just take it cross court from where the ball's coming from.
Team Larson was scoring in this rotation last night. That was the big comeback. 10-3, which netted them a 1-point overall victory. Not this time. Gibbemeyer puts it past the block.
Team Low in the lead here, overall lead.
I loved last night, 22-12 at one point in the first set. Team Larson was down. They scored a bunch, came back, and they end up winning by 1 point and taking home those all-important 60 points for the overall victory.
Unbelievable, and it just emphasizes one more time how important every single point is. You can't slow down.
You can't give away a set.
Nope, the set's not over.
No, you can't decide at 23-17, I'm done, let's move on. Nope, that will not work. Bruns, dug by Larson. Rosado with another one in that middle back spot. Putting the libero in middle back. Down the line, nobody there. Johnson, 9 kills.
You know, you mentioned the libero in the middle back. We'll get back to that in a second. After Johnson just finds that space. Just a small space between the block and the antenna.
47-44, our score right now. A lot of traffic on that right side. No good swing. Abbott blocks straight back. Runs, gets it in the face.
Man, that's one of those blocks that the ball comes back harder from the block than it did on the swing.
Taylor Morgan stuffed this one.
Huge swing, and Morgan is there. Look at her press back into the court. Taylor Bruns is there to cover, can't get her hands up.
Larson with the dig. See if you can keep feeding Willow Johnson in transition here. Scrambling, here's a good opportunity. No, standing on the ground, there's how tall Karsta Low is. 6'4", laying out on defense. Into the corner, winner for Abbott.
Huge play.
Set point coming for Team Lowe.
Well, and I like what Team Larson is doing. They're trying to get Carcelo on the ground. Let's get her out of the play, not give her an opportunity to score. But Simone Abbott is still out there, and she can get it done for them as well.
Yeah, almost relieved from Abbott, who's still looking to break out of that offensive funk. 5 kills for Simone. More importantly, her team up. As Odina Alieva checks in, did a nice job stabilizing the reception for Team Lowe last night. Set point. Looking for a 4-point advantage overall if they get this one. Heading into the third. No.
Not yet.
24-20 in this set. So a second opportunity to close it out. For Team Lowe, it is 48-46.
Serving 14 Larson, number 44, Willow Johnson.
Big point here for Team Lowe if they get it. And of course, for Larson as well, down by 2.
Substitution for Team Lowe.
Bears inside the block. First opportunity was lost, second was not. So a 49-46 carry into the third set with a 25-20 victory for Team Lowe. Each player will rack up 40 points, so we have split the 80 points available thus far. There's 100 points left to be earned. Set 3 shortly. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. Starting a pro league is a heavy lift no matter what. You want to have good people involved. The Athletes Unlimited Advisory Board is full of quality, experienced women trying to advise the start of this league. A Chicago native who started Northwestern, a decade on the pro tennis tour, led to an executive second act for Katrina Adams, becoming president of the USTA and breaking all kinds of barriers. And she joins us now. Katrina.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. We're enjoying some great volleyball action. Hope you are too. I want to ask you, what drew you to becoming involved with the Athletes Unlimited mission?
Well, first of all, it's a great organization. And when you're talking about empowering women to be their best at every level in so many different areas, it's something that is near and dear to my heart and something that I wanted to be involved with. It represents everything that I do, which is justice, equality, action, and leadership. And those are many of the things that I talk about in my book. So I'm thrilled to be a part of Athletes Unlimited.
Well, Katrina, I'm curious as how you've seen the world of sport evolve over the years since you were young, growing up and changing, and where do we still need to go?
Well, it's obviously evolved. I mean, when you look at the equality, you know, we're not equal yet, but we're getting closer and closer to equality in women's sports. And, you know, when I started, really, professional tennis was the only professional sport that was out there for us to go and play. Then the WNBA came along, or the LPGA has always been there. But, you know, then the WNBA, and now with organizations like Athletes Unlimited, where these women can really go and continue to pursue their dreams, I think it's fantastic.
Katrina, thanks for joining us. And real quick, where can people get your book? Where can people get your book, Katrina? Little sound issue there off the end, no big deal. Thank you to Katrina Adams for joining us. She does have that new book, Own the Arena. Mentioned that she was smashing barriers. She was president of the USTA, first woman and first African-American to be president of that organization. She had 2 terms, and now she's serving as the past president, continuing on through this year. An integral part, when we kicked off the league, had an opportunity to talk to a whole bunch of the Athletes Advisory Board.
And it was so nice to hear their perspective and to see these powerful women be involved and really empower.
Back to action here. Kevin Barnett alongside Selena Rockwell. We are into our third set, 49-46, the overall score. Each team has taken home 40 points for a set victory, splitting the first 2. 40 points on the line for this set 3 victory and 60 on the line for the overall, which is that big score we'll keep you updated on. Inside the block and off of Rosado goes Larson.
There's Jordan Larson, the 2-time Olympian. Olympic medalist. And this is what we've seen. We saw it last weekend where she heats up a little bit, gets her team going, shows some energy, a little bit of fire, and then they start taking off. So Team Lowe better be careful.
$11 kills for Jordan Larson, 11 kills for Karsten Lowe. The captain's performing. So look overhead at the serve of Triple S. Crocker with 2 up. Willow chiseling.
Man.
Hang on, you got the hammer and the chisel?
That's it, just chiseling off the edge. You see Simone Abbott thought she was there, doing her best to seal the line, and Willow Johnson still sneaks it through.
What can you do as a blocker there? Is that a footwork error? Is that a hand placement error, or just a good swing?
It's a good swing. I mean, but if you could press that left hand just a little bit harder into the court, I mean, it's hard when you're on the move because you're also looking at that middle blocker. You have to help in if it's a perfect pass, and the middle gets set. So you're making a move to the pin and have to be really good.
A lot of responsibilities. Tupac filling hers in the corner. Tupac again. Does it pay off? Yes, it does. Jordan Larson with the smooth finish.
Smooth operator. But Kristen Tupac all over the place defensively, making some big plays coming through for Team Larson.
Hints of strawberries and earthen tone with a smooth finish, Jordan Larson. Available in vintage 2021. Through the hands and out, a serve for the setter. Samantha Seliger Swenson collects a +12 for that ace. And they are out sprinting here in the third. Larson, they take over the overall with that ace, 50-49. Make it 51.
I tell you what, she's putting some pace behind that ball. She's always been a very good server, but she can serve it and drive it nice and deep.
5-0 in this set, and a 2-point lead, throwing line to line.
Hold. Lynn's all you. Lynn's all you. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. This is Cutthroat Kitchen. Bobby Flay. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Thank God we have you to keep us in check, Tupac. Right here. Good job. Good job. Keep it up. I felt like that was like a business deal right there. Right here.
I'm not sure what business deal got done there, but if you want to spend some money and take home a piece of history, own a piece of Athletes Unlimited with the first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball, a limited edition set featuring all 45 athletes with randomly inserted serial numbered parallels, player autographs, and gold 1/1s. Go to Topps.com now through April 2nd. Get a look at Shayla, Cassidy Lickman, and Deja McClendon on the featured cards there. This is your only opportunity to purchase this unique collectible as Salima Rockwell pours out the bin of emojis on top of the Topps tweet, who is letting you know that you can just click right there and get a piece of history. Do it. You cannot buy the Book of Unlimited. That tome, there's only one. You're going to have to come to a special area in the Library of Congress to see it. You won't be able to touch it.
No.
You can see it. These cards you can touch.
Not be touched.
There's a look at the Book of Unlimited, keeping the history of not only volleyball, but also softball and 2B lacrosse, as this incredible one-of-a-kind league, launched this past summer, continues here in 2021. And the run continues now. 6-0 for Team Larson to open this third set. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell.
Man, and Samantha Seliger Swenson just driving this ball down the line to Simone Abbott, just really forcing that pressure on her.
Do we get Odina Alieva in relief? We will see. That was the sub previously for Team Lowe when they faced passing trouble. But never mind the 6-1 at the moment. That's not your big issue. Yeah, the set is in question, but it is 52-50 in the overall. That's worth more points. That's worth 60.
Now serving, Team Lowe, number 77, Corey Crocker.
Nice pancake. Abbott with a good bit of footwork there. Full head of steam to Willow Johnson, who just missed.
A couple of nice plays by Corey Crocker out of the back row. Look at this pancake. Jordan Larson just times it perfectly. Willow Johnson. Big swing.
That is her first error in this match. Low the other way. Good read by Tupac. In rhythm, Gibbemeyer. Been quiet for a little while. We haven't heard from Lauren Gibbemeyer.
She has been.
Passing troubles. Don't let you set the middle. 6 kills on 8 attempts.
Getting up quick. She's good off 2 feet as well. She likes to go off 1 when she's got the time, but she's quick and good off 2 feet. Now we're all tied up. 52 apiece.
Abbott underneath, tough swing for Lowe. Cranks it anyway. Abbott keeps it high. Simone Abbott, frustration in her body language right there.
Hard to score. It's hard to score.
Inside the block again, sharp and sharper from number 44.
I really don't know how she hit some of those angles. I mean, it's almost like they don't exist, and then she finds it.
Simone Abbott's getting really frustrated here with the amount of time she's getting dug and touched and unable to kill the ball. Watch her body language after this.
Well, it's hard. It's frustrating. She ends up setting the ball over on that play. Huge swing from Johnson, sharp cross court.
That ball finds the floor. All of a sudden, Team Larson, a 5-point advantage. So they got out to a 6-0, still leading by 5 now. Will Simone Abbott see a serve? She's betting on yes.
Certainly this half of the court, that's for sure.
Lowe tries to hit her way out and does right off the top of the block.
Sometimes you just have to battle through rotations. Hey, we're gonna will this, we're gonna make this happen. You know, Simone Abbott has to reset a little bit, shake off some of those tough serves. That happens. That's the game.
Sometimes you battle through a whole bad match. Johnson's missed a couple here. She's been a steady part of Team Larson.
That was a good set. Beautiful set there. Big swing. She just doesn't catch it.
Net violation. I think on Abbott. Under and into the net, uncalled. As Sabelding comes back the other way.
Some big defensive plays on the side of Team Lowe, but couldn't come up with this one at the end.
Liana Sabelding to the line. She's 7 of 12. The middles on both sides putting up some pretty gaudy numbers. Question is, can you get it to them? Answer, yes. And another kill for Lauren Gibbemeyer.
Nice job. And Simone Abbott coming back with that good pass, steadying out a little bit, and that's what they need, a balanced attack, setting more than just the outside hitters. If you can pass the ball well and get that ball to Gibbemeyer, you know, she has a really high opportunity or chance of scoring.
So many of these players got stuck overseas when COVID began. Those lockdowns happened. Lauren Gibbemeyer was actually stuck in Istanbul from the beginning of this in March 2020 until June.
Yeah.
And she was unable to leave, was in lockdown with Pedro Mendez.
It was brutal.
She said it was all card games, and I saw several pictures from the roof, just trying to get some sunshine and figure out when they could get back.
It was really tough for a lot of these players that were overseas, trying to find their way.
Now we have a little shout out here for Willow Johnson.
Hi, my name is Dylan Martinez. I'm Willow Johnson's #1 fan. this game. I love Athletes Unlimited.
That's awesome.
So cute.
And I love that everybody's getting on their team colors too.
They are. They're
Yeah.
wearing them. They're riding it. Nice dig by Rosado.
Inside the block, Tupac digs it. Gibbemeyer, though, taps it down.
Nice job by Gibbemeyer, not reaching over. You see her just kind of go straight up and flat with her hands.
I think that's often a judgment call from the official. Was it going to come over anyway, even if you ping it
Absolutely.
a little bit over the net? If it's headed over, they'll give it to you.
Right.
Many times it's better just to hit it. You need to swing at it and show the official, yeah, that was coming.
It was on its way,
Yeah.
right? Instead of just trying to block it and throw those hands over the net. You see this nice, easy tip by Lindsay Stalzer. Smart play. 2-point ball game. Team Larson up by 2.
Tupac in another good spot. Rosado under it. Beautiful defensive effort. Best opportunity for Team Low. Give it to the captain.
Man, that's awesome.
Carstolo is the captain now.
You watch Dolly Rosado just save this point. Big play here, a nice dig. She changes directions and flies. She was airborne.
1-2 launch. That's how they teach it. Dolly Rosado, you are cleared for takeoff. 58-57. Big score. Abbott not quite in play. 59-57. Team Larson with the lead and a 13-8 here in the third set. This is how it works. If they were to win the set and the overall, Team Larson will get 100 points added to each of their players' individual score. Those team points factoring into their stats as well as your MVP voting and the MVP voting of their peers. Dig from Morgan. Nicely done by the middle blocker. Carstolo. Oh, it's on the line. Those are tough to judge.
Wow. That's a tough play. You know, and the ones that are close, sometimes better to just go ahead and take it and take a chance. And they all knew it. Watching the ball, thinking it's going to go out, and it drops.
We all see it. We all see it right on the line.
That's tough.
Another block. This one more emphatic.
Huge block by Jordan Larson. She's always been one of the best blockers. When she was at Nebraska, she was one of those top blockers, left side blockers. Swing blocks. Look at that big move dropping back into the angle.
I love that the swing block has come over to the women's game in, say, the last 5 years or so. Certainly the national team has been doing it longer than that. That one poured it over. Around the time of Hugh McCutcheon switching from the men to the women. Fairs, that one's popped up off Willa Johnson's left hand. Oh, here's a hittable ball. Wow! That'll be mucked on the second.
Oh,
what
man.
a swing from Jordan Larson.
I mean, you just don't swings like that. You don't see swings like that. A ball that's bump set all the way across the court. Jordan Larson just takes a big old approach at a big rip.
57-62 and a double up here in the third. It is all Jordan Larson and her squad.
I'm not a very athletic person for being a professional volleyball player. When I was young, they said I couldn't, my parents said I couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, but I still wanted to play volleyball, so I think that just pushing through that awkwardness in my younger years really helped shape me into the person I am now, that's able to work hard in uncomfortable situations and figure out how to move forward despite my lack in some areas, make up for it in other areas.
There's the value of sport, learning how to push through difficult circumstances. That is the case right now for Team Low as they try and rally here in the third set. Let's take a look at our Geico defensive play of the game, and it is going to come from the now trailing Team Low side. Dalian Lynn's Rosado with the right hand, 1-2 step, and take flight. Pop that thing up, what would eventually become a team point for the low side. At the end of the season, we will be awarding the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. The Athletes Unlimited medal will come with an added $5,000 bonus for the winner. And there's bigger bonuses than that to be earned for winning. As we look at our Geico leaderboard, the individual championship that will be awarded right now, it would be Jordan Larson. If it ended today, the Lions would be out of the NFL playoffs, and Jordan Larson would win the Geico leaderboard and the Athletes Unlimited title.
Well, you look at those win points. She's got 560 win points, but she's racking up those stat points and the MVP points that is making up that balance and that difference that's putting her in that position.
Mathematically, Carstelo could catch Jordan Larson inside this match, even though mathematically the Lions have been out already for next season. Back to action here, third set. 62-57 overall, 16-8. So this set is probably gone for Team Low or not?
The set itself, you know what? Normally I would say yes, but we keep talking about the importance of all these points.
Yeah.
So
and the runs we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see them slow down. I think they're going to keep pushing here, and you never know what's going to happen. You know, I would bet Team Larson gets it, but who's going to win the overall is yet to be determined.
Yeah, the overall is a big one right now. That difference is only 5 points, 63-58. Remember to keep track of that. That's worth more points than just the set.
Number 3, Samantha Seliger-Swenson, serving for Team Larson.
She had a lot of success serving here down the line. Went on a maybe 3 or 4 point run last time she was at the service line.
Good pass. Low, high off the hands, and it's a winner.
That's a big dig by Abbott in that cross court. Jordan Larson cutting that ball pretty sharp inside the block, and then Fairs putting up a really nice second ball for Low.
Number 77, Corey Crocker, now serving.
Crocker to the line. Gibbemeyer back up front. She's been scoring some points. Gotta like this rotation. Gibbemeyer and Low. They'll get a chance here. Tupac, little too tight. Gator.
Oh.
That's also on the menu.
Tupac.
Again. Oh, stuff straight down by Larson.
Huge play by Team Larson. Started with the Gator by Tupac.
A test of your cardiovascular fitness on this one.
Look at this.
What's your O2 max?
Perfect block by Larson.
Larson with her team up 5. Abbott a little too tight. Johnson. Abbott blocked again. The wall of Larson has come alive.
A nice move by Liana Sabeldin. See, she's already over there, doesn't have to make a really big move, but she gets those hands up, crosses over the plane of the net. Huge point, up by 6 now.
9-4 the blocking story in favor of the team in gold. Crossbody kill. And the lead remains 5, so it's getting close here at the third set.
Gibbemeyer so quick off the floor, gets on it, sees where the block's lined up, and cuts around it.
Little slide move there.
Like that.
Little jump left.
Like it. Kind of floated away from the zone. And watch Liana Sabeldin come in. She's heading towards the one zone, kind of pushes away from it. Team Low needs some Couple of side outs here, real points.
Every side out critical. That's too far. And thrown out of bounds.
Nice look by Rosado.
What should you do with that if you're Morgan in the middle?
I mean, hit it if you can. If you can move around it, if you can move around the block. Well, she had the block right in front of her. Want to try to throw that ball just around the block. And that's tough when you've got 4 hands in front of you.
All right, Young Park trying to clarify what the challenge will be from Team Larson.
Looks like they want to touch off the block. Taylor Morgan went up and threw that ball. You saw Rosado look at it, watch it fall out of bounds, but they're saying maybe there was a touch at the net. You know, and there very well could have been. I don't see it initially, but she pushes it. And you'll see Lauren Gibbemeyer jump with Taylor Morgan. Does she push this ball actually into the block and out of bounds? To be determined.
I was surprised to see that ball come out going so far vertical.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it would indicate a touch if it does change directions like that. But there, that's a terrific look at it. Great job by our crew.
Yeah, there's
I'm going with no now.
I'm going with
definitively no.
Going with no.
Yeah. You at home are seeing exactly what our referees are looking at when they are making the decision. So the ball was set out of bounds. 20-12.
But a good challenge. Takes some time, cools off the server a little bit.
People needed a little air. Some of those longer rallies. Stalzer, that one was in too. Got the touch, but that was a floater to the back line.
Jordan Larson takes that ball, passes it perfectly.
Fairs, that is well done.
Like that bump set by Bruns. A low pass that gets her a little bit off the net. She gets down on her knees and places it perfectly for Fairs.
67-62, still plenty of room to come back here if you can start scoring some points for Team Low. Defense from the captain. That is opposite on opposite crime right there.
It is.
Oh, the chipper. Hate that feeling as a blocker when it touches you and somehow accelerates to the speed of sound and leaves the court.
Yeah, you can't chase it down. So Team Larson up by 6 in the overall score, 22 in this set.
Yeah, 3 away from closing it out. Closing out the match and set victory. Oh, again, it's glittery, it's tall, and it's stuffing you straight down. It is the golden wall of Team Larson. I believe that's 10 blocks now as a group.
A huge block here.
Make it 11 as it updates here in Dallas. Fairs puts it away. All right. Now you can side out. You'd be looking at a match and set point.
Man, that's a big swing at the right time, high and deep into the court by Aaron Fairs.
Bruns all over that dump. How about twice? Nope, we're still on it.
I thought she might do that. I thought she might.
The setter and you wanted it.
I would have dumped it again, for sure.
What if it was covered one more time? Just one more time, just because?
Deep corner, I would have thrown it to the deep corner. Just
All
keep going until it falls.
All important point there, back to within 5 in the overall. Nothing decided. Backslide blocked, and they creep closer.
Corey Crocker. doing what she's been showing us that she does best. Getting there, flying over. And that's what I love, that these blockers are doing such a nice job of shaping their hands and not just getting tooled flying out of bounds.
Keeping the service pressure on to Larson. She goes just inside the block. Jordan Larson can be counted on to make the smart choice in any situation.
Well, she knows what she's doing. She sees the block in front of her. She knows what she has available.
Set and match point for Team Low. That would run to 5-0, the record of Larson, Sebelden, and Holston, who are all on this team, who went 3-0 under the banner of Team Sebelden in our first weekend. Just inside. I thought that was going to be apropos. Yeah. So a second set and match ball now upcoming. You're going to need 4 on the service of Aaron Fairs at least here for Team Low. Chance for the one. Captain is blocked. Karsta Lowe up there in that right front.
You see how fast Corey Crocker got to the outside?
She's quick.
I'm just so impressed with. She's so fast.
67-70. Make it 68. Ace service. Do you call a timeout if you're Team Larson?
You might take a breather, but I think they're okay right now.
How much are you thinking about the overall right now? You got to look at that overall score. You're so used to playing for sets. Here we go.
Absolutely.
4th set and match ball.
Fairs needs to keep this ball on that half of the court, keep it away from Larson.
She does. Larson. Nice defense by Bruns. Both teams on their horses. Abbott pounds it through. 1 point away.
Are you kidding me right now? What is going on?
The beauty of Athletes Unlimited on display here. Asked earlier, is the scoring system working? Yes. 5th set and match ball, no timeout. I have to believe they're thinking about that 24-20 instead of 70-69. Larson, finally. (71-69). What a performance by Team Low to make it close. Nearly the miraculous comeback. Instead, 100 points goes to Team Larson. They win the set, they win the match, and they as a group take home 140 total team points added to each individual score. There it is, the +60 for the match. We'll be back to Dallas in just a second. Exciting conclusion to our first match of the evening inside Fair Park Coliseum. Team Larson with the win. Captain made it happen.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
Downtown Dallas tonight. Tomorrow night, CBS Sports Network brings you Bracket Week, presented by Kubota, with the Colonial Athletic Association semifinals. Don't miss the action right here on CBS Sports Network. Yeah, there's a look at the bracket there. See Charleston and Drexel trying to play their way in. Lots of action and lots of things yet to be determined for basketball and March Madness. Can't wait. It's been madness here inside the gym. We once again get to visit with Captain Jordan Larson, the 2-time Olympic medalist. Jordan, Coming down to the end of that set, how much were you guys looking at the overall versus the set? I felt like you were letting them get really close to that overall win.
Yeah, too close. I looked on the corner of my right eye, and I was like, guys, we need to side out right now. And so, yeah, that was just the last point. We were getting a little too comfortable there towards the end, but I'm really proud of our team for pulling it out. And, yeah, we played well today.
Jordan, yeah, always making it interesting. It's been fun watching this. So how do you keep your composure throughout these tight matches and when you're rallying back and at the end? How do you personally, what do you say to yourself?
Just try to be patient with myself and just try to help others and where can I give to them and just try to be better for them. And I don't know, one thing I've noticed is Kristen Hahn coming on the court, she's just like breeding calm. Like every time she walks in, even if it's a chaotic moment, she's like, all right, hey, we got to side out. And that just kind of like sets the tone. There's like still a sense of urgency, but just still calmness.
It's because it's calm on the court for her. She got the 2 dogs in the hotel room,
seriously.
so this is a break. How have you handled the role of captain and being really in charge of everything throughout the week?
Yeah, obviously being captain of Team USA, it kind of has a similar role in a sense. There's some logistics and just over communicating with my team, knowing that they know the schedule and just kind of front loading as much as we can. So in a sense, I'm kind of used to it. So it's been probably relatively easier for me.
All right, well, if Tamamia Shiro steps out of line, you don't like it, lay the hammer, okay?
For sure, for sure.
Very good. Thank you, Jordan Larson. Congratulations on being 5-0 as a team.
Thank you.
Last weekend, this week. So Jordan Larson remains above everyone else on our leaderboard. Let's take a look at it, our Geico leaderboard. It looked a lot like the week before coming into tonight. Now Liana Sabelden has jumped in there up above Betania De La Cruz, who has yet to play.
Well, and she got those win points. So she had a big night, had some blocks, scored some points, got some big points, didn't make a lot of errors, and then got the win points at the end to push her up in that top 4.
Yeah, lots to be determined there over the next few weekends and the remainder of this weekend, and back again tomorrow night with 2 more matches. And we'll be back on CBS Sports Network throughout the entire Athletes Unlimited volleyball competition. Remember, 5 weeks of competition. We see us March 15th. All times Eastern here, 7 p.m., March 22nd. And on that final weekend, March 29th, we will see you twice. So we will spend a lot of time with you here on CBS Sports Network. Let's now bring in Lauren Gibbemeyer on the other side for Team Low. Lauren, you guys came so close at the end there. What was the energy on your side like leading to the end of that last set and the overall missed by just a couple points?
Yeah. Those are the hardest losses. I feel like we kind of were always just almost there. So those are tough. But we did have good energy at the end, which I think we can bring into our match tomorrow.
So what's a conversation after the match? When you guys meet up, you huddle up, what are you talking about resetting for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we need kind of our space and like breathe through it a little bit, but we'll kind of regroup and talk about doing the little things better. I think we could have handled some of like the chaotic plays a little bit better, and everyone agreed.
Lauren, we mentioned the fact you were stuck in Istanbul for a while on quarantine. How has that experience helped you handle being inside the shield here and the restrictions while you play and perform with Athletes Unlimited?
Oh, dude, I'm in America. This is easy.
All right, Lauren, thanks very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Lauren Gibbemeyer and Team Low come up just short, 71-69 the final there. Our first match of the evening. Later one coming up on digital. That is on the Athletes Unlimited digital platforms, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Facebook Live. Betania De La Cruz and Leah Edmond, 2 star outside hitters, will lead their squads into battle once again. So we are looking forward to that. Who wins that match? Tell me right now.
Oh, this is going to be such a tough one. I'm going with Team De La Cruz.
Team De La Cruz, Ebony Wanabu, #1 pick overall. So we will see them later tonight. Everyone's stretching it out, trying to remain limber and ready. It was exciting. It was fantastic and fun. That's what it's like down here in Dallas. For Salima Rockwell and our entire crew, I'm Kevin Barnett. Congratulations once again to Team Larson, 71-69. We will see you on CBS Sports Network next Monday, March 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.